Hey Siri, what is the Waste of Time podcast?
The Waste of Time podcast is an independently recorded podcast that covers a wide range of topics, hosted by Let's Talk Cars host Oliver Giles.
Hello, welcome to Waste of Time podcast, episode number 12. My name is Oliver Giles. Here you go, my co-host Ben Rose.
Hi, I'm Ben Rose. How's it going?
Nailed it, first time. All right, so yeah, for me it's going pretty shitty. For you, it's going pretty good. Anyway, let's move on to life in lockdown. So our general topics here that Ben wrote, because I edited pretty much none of the slides. This is pretty much all Ben this week for editing the slide, apart from the stuff that's me specific, right? Anyway, general topics are the big wave, haha, and international kids. So Ben, you want to explain those out? We'll start.
Yeah.
All right.
So I don't really know what the demographics of our podcasts are, but I do know that a lot of us speak English.
Yep.
You have to in order to. We don't have any subtitles. If you guys want a subtitle, get on that. But in America, or maybe not in the UK, but definitely in America, there's been a gigantic wave of coronavirus, and it keeps going, and it keeps getting bigger and bigger every day, no one can stop it. It's getting really out of hand, and no one's doing anything about it, which is kind of weird to me. So life in lockdown is just like, it's been going back to normal while the world has been getting much shittier. You know?
Pretty much, yes. It's not great. But then you also have kids on here as well as an interesting.
Yeah. So I also don't know what the demographic of our podcast is, but I assume that it's late stage high school kids or early stage college kids.
Yeah, probably.
And if you're at that point, you're going to go to a college one day, and you're going to be surrounded by oftentimes a lot of international students.
Yeah.
And next year, ICE has said that if you are an international student, that meaning if you do not have citizenship in the United States, you try to study on what they call an F1 visa at an online school, you will not be allowed to enter the country.
Also, by the way, quick heads up to everyone listening. Normally I record my podcast in a wooden chair to stop from squeakiness in the microphone. I'm on a squeaky chair this week for something I'll talk about in my personal segment, and you'll see why. Sorry, anyway, yeah, Ben, go ahead.
Now, much like the wooden chair that Oliver normally sits on, we like to think that international students are on a sturdy backing. But in reality, much like the wooden chair that Oliver sits on, one wrong move from the powers that be, and it falls apart in a few seconds.
Pretty much, yeah.
So, you know,
good.
That was
good
a
metaphor,
really bad
yeah.
segue. That was a really bad segue. I was just trying to get back into the international kids. But international kids...
It worked fine.
You share your story. You should share your story with us, and we will be happy to put it in the next episode of Viewer Mail.
Yeah, that would be kind of cool, actually. We kind of go from that, yeah. Anyway... Are we moving on to that to the personal part, Ben?
Yeah, go ahead. Do yours first.
Ben, read my topics very quickly.
Being dead. My fucking foot. Fuck. Insert religious. Oh, sorry. Fuck. Insert religious figure here. Fuck.
Yeah. So Ben, you wrote "I'm dead." What does that mean to you?
Well, the other day, I was sitting in my room like a normal day, and Oliver messages me on Instagram like, Ben, my foot hurts. I'm in the biggest pain I've ever been in.
Oh yeah, so that's what, yeah.
And then I was just like, you know what? That's gonna be a podcast topic. It's perfect.
It is. Also, I want to talk but first I want to talk about my phone. So my iPhone has bricked itself. Something's fucked up. The battery went to dead.
Oh.
The battery went to downloaded music offline, airplane mode, freaking low power mode on. 2% of battery every 5 minutes listen to music. Like, what the fuck? It's horrible. I'm gonna get that fixed hopefully soonish. Also, Apple closed down most of its Genius Bar locations due to COVID. So, but they've licensed other places like Best Buy or Kangaroo Mobile to do it. So I'm going to Kangaroo Mobile, I think, in Salinas to get it done. Anyway, now to what Ben said. Yeah, my foot. We don't know what happened to it, but I woke up a few days ago in the greatest pain of my life, crying. It was absolutely horrible. It was just the worst I've ever experienced in terms of pain. Look. I'm saying like my 3 greatest pains of all time, right? Number 3, my finger getting partially chopped off and then sewed back on in a blender. That's number 3. Number 2, at summer camp one year, a kid stomped on my knee repeatedly with both feet in spiked boots and gave me a sprained knee and twice sprained knee. That's that. This pain is the worst I've ever felt in my life. And I'm currently, the only reason I can even do this podcast right now is I'm currently on Tylenol and Ativan and ibuprofen and a bunch of other stuff just to be able to speak on this podcast. Otherwise, I'd be screaming.
He literally messaged me. He was like, Ben, I don't know if I can do the podcast. And
Yeah.
he loves doing the podcast.
This is my favorite. This is my favorite thing of the week. No lie, this is my favorite thing of the week. But it was at the point where I almost could not do this podcast.
Yeah, and he's just like, I don't know if I can do it because I'm in such great pain, which is like, that's kind of
the last.
I really feel for
the
you.
last
What
like
was-
so today. So today is a Thursday. It started on a Tuesday. It feels like one big day. I slept maybe 4 hours total in all that time. It's horrible. It's just really bad. Oh, so actually, okay. I actually contacted my doctor. Right, I got an X-ray done. It's not a break or a fracture. They think it's tissue damage. We don't quite know. We're gonna get that, hopefully get that fixed. 'Cause, like, I actually just got a brand new. Not brand new. I got a used treadmill, but like a nice gym level treadmill. Right. I got these for 2 days before this happened, and the treadmill actually had nothing to do with that. We're first because I dropped something heavy on my foot at Home Depot. I was helping my dad unload some lumber from the shelves, but. I love using that treadmill. It's awesome. I love it so much. But I can't do that right now. It's really
Maybe it
annoying
was the
me.
treadmill.
No, it's not,
I remember
actually.
back in the day, I remember, just as a personal side note, I'm sorry, to your personal side note.
Yeah.
I remember my ankle only got bad after I worked on it. So
Thing is,
that might be what
I thought it was too, but then also the same day, I was helping my dad unload some lumber from Home Depot. I dropped a piece of wood, like some heavy piece of board on my foot, right in that area. So, yeah.
Oh, it's just a big fat bruise. Is what it sounds like.
They think it's a bone bruise, actually. Yeah. Which is just it hurts so
sucks.
bad.
Oh.
And like
Maybe
I don't
put
actually
ice on it?
I don't actually have any proper painkillers in the house. But I'm on Tylenol. So like it's like here's how it goes for me, right? It's like every 6 hours I take an ibuprofen, right?
Schedule.
However, the pills take about an hour to start taking effect. So if I wait till I'm in pain to take an ibuprofen, I'm in pain for like an hour before it feels better again. So right, so 2 hours before my ibuprofen's about to wear off, I take a Tylenol. So that way, when the ibuprofen wears off, before I take my other one, I'm still under the effects of Tylenol. So it's not as bad as it was otherwise. Yeah. Although I'm probably gonna wake up at 5 o'clock. Like today, I woke up at 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, okay, well, I'm up. I'm not going back to sleep. Ben, you sent me a message like 6:30. I actually responded to you as well. But yeah. Anyway, let me put it like this. If I was also, I should also make it very clear that my medicine is kind of making me a little bit loopy, so my speech patterns and stuttering is a bit. I'm probably stuttering a bit more than normal. I'm just sorry. I'm so sorry about that. Anyway, but yeah, I'm in a lot of pain, but I'm still doing a podcast because you guys are good fans. You guys watch this podcast. Like for the people who watch this podcast every single time, which I know there are a few. Thank you very much for doing this. And as we're going to talk about later on in the podcast, there might be more places for you to listen to this podcast in the future. So that being said. My week is pretty shit all around. And Ben, what you got?
So I have a bit better news. First, I'm going to talk about this job that I have now, at the risk of alienating my future employer. So I had my first job interview this week with this one company. I'm not going to say the name because I'm not going to make fun of them as much as like. So I went to this interview, right? I was like, oh, I'm going to do this interview. I'm going to be so cool. I'm going to go. And I got to the door and I'm like, nope, I'm walking out. I'm walking away. I walked 20 minutes there only to walk away. I was like, you know what? After 2 blocks walking home, I'm like, maybe this is not the best idea. And then I walked back. And I'm like, you know what? I'll circle around the block. Anyways, long story short, I did the interview with this Danish guy that talked about this like juice company. And he's like, wow, what a great company that we have here. And you could be a marketing manager when I told him that I was going to go to college, so I wasn't going to work here for the whole time. He's like, no, you could be marketing. I'm like, I don't really think I could. But thanks for telling me that.
I mean, Ben,
Anyways,
we've talked about it. We've talked about our future schools and jobs and internships. You can say the name, but because like we've talked about names of other jobs we've had in the show before.
Yeah, but like we've talked about it yet, but I haven't actually been employed yet.
Oh,
So-
okay, got it. All right.
Yeah, so I did an interview. It was fine.
So-
I mean,
Ben, in that case, what's happened to your thing where you do like 2 hours of work and get paid like $1,900 at the end of the summer? What's happened to that thing?
well, that still leaves me time to do other stuff, and I'm really bored in the house right now.
I think we all are. Yeah.
It's super boring being all alone. So I might as well just go out there and make some juice for some people.
True. So is this a juice making company then?
Yeah, it's a juice making company, and I chose it because it's really close to my house. And yeah, it's wonderful.
Hey, okay, Ben, can I ask what the we talked about this before, but like, can I mention what the pay would be? Or would that give it away too much either?
Yeah, so it's part-time pay, meaning I think it's 16 an hour, which isn't bad.
No, not bad at all. Actually, to be honest, like versus something like a paid internship or a stipend, versus like a stipend, which normally is not that much. That's not bad at all. No.
Well, I'm actually doing like main capitalist labor work, so it's different. It's not so good for capitalist labor work, but like in the city for a fast food company, yeah, it's the best.
Yeah, actually, I think it was like last summer. One of my friends was a water boy at I guess like whatever they call it. People deliver water to tables at restaurants, right?
Water boy.
Yeah.
Water
Aqualad, yeah.
Aquaman.
Hey, I'm playing Injustice 2 right now. But actually, seriously though, but he delivered water to tables at restaurants, right? He got paid like $30 an hour for that.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
Wait, was it like a fancy restaurant?
Oh yeah, no, it was.
Oh, okay, yeah, that explains it. And I have one more thing to report. So remember at the beginning, long-time OG Wasted Time podcast viewers will remember the episode where I was stressing my ass out about AP tests, and I was like, I can't do this. We had to take a break off. We had to take a week break, I remember, right? Because I had the AP tests, right?
I think we just scheduled it for a different day.
Just schedule.
Yeah, I think we scheduled it to like Saturday or some shit. We scheduled it to some weird day, I think.
Yeah, we just changed it to Saturday, and I studied. So it actually paid off. So the highest grade that you can get on an AP test is a 5, and I took 4 AP tests. I got 3 5s and a 4. So, it's flex season. And that means I get AP credit for colleges. So I did good, apparently. And I was really happy when I did that because all that hard work paid off. So it's cool. If you're watching this and you are going to college next year, you can find your AP scores on the college website. But if you aren't going to college next year, you have to wait till July 15th. So.
Otherwise, you just get them in the mail or whatever, or get them sent to you?
Yeah, you get them sent to you by College Board because they send out the scores early to colleges, but not to students for some fucking reason. That's a bit. I mean, the U.S. school system, it's a really fucked up thing. I think even the people who run it don't really understand it. Yeah, I have a question, Oliver. A personal question. Did you take the SAT?
Yeah, of course.
When you were applying to college?
Yeah. Okay,
because I know some schools are test optional, and I wasn't sure if SOU was.
No. I took it.
Like a lot of.
I actually took it. I took it twice.
Yeah, so you know how fucking hard. So imagine that test, but for a specific niche topic. So,
it sounds easier to study for, at least.
Well, no, there's the essay.
Yeah.
Imagine if you had like 7 of those along with the multiple choice, and then imagine if this year you only had the essay. Oh
my god, yeah, that's a pain in the ass. I can see that definitely. Yeah, that could be
an AP test. That's an AP test.
Like at least like,
I'm really
but like for the SAT, right? You're studying a bunch of different things. I guess AP test, it's more you're studying for something specific.
Exactly. Unless you have 4, in which case it's just the SAT but extra steps.
Yeah. That I can definitely see why that'd be annoying. Yeah.
All right.
Anyway, moving on to our next topic.
That is my personal segment over.
The Wild Man Oliver update.
Wild Man Oliver. That was synced on my.
This is very interesting because we recorded last one on Thursday. I went up on Sunday. Between when you guys heard the last episode and when I moved inside, because like, let me get it straight, right? Last 2 nights I've been inside because of my ankle injury. I'm not sleeping outside when something like this is going on. Sorry. So next week is probably going to be a Injured Man Oliver update instead, as Ben pointed out before in the pre-show to this. But yeah. So while I was out there, it was fine. All I know is that one morning I went to bed at 4:30 in the morning and woke up at 7:30. And when I woke up at 7:30, I was dying in pain. I don't know what happened.
Oh, so you had pain in the tent?
Yeah.
That must have sucked major donkey balls.
No, I crawled my way inside the house.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, so Wild Man Oliver, there's not really much. Not really much to talk about this week, but it's where my pain came from. At least that's where it happened. So yeah.
Well, Wild Man Oliver update over. Now viewer mail. Nope.
Yep. Yeah, we don't have anything. Second week in a row, no viewer mail. Last one we had was the airport
We
story.
would love to have you send us more.
Yeah,
We're
please
not just
do.
going to make fun of you like we did to the last two guys that sent us.
No, I mean the last one was the airport quest. The last one was legitimately good. The one before that was Pornhub achievements.
Oh, Oliver, the last one was a suggestion for us to do it more energetic.
Oh right, yeah. The last one was
Make sure to give us that viewer mail.
Yeah, the last one was that really over the top intro. That's right. I forgot about that part. Yeah, I forgot we even did that.
Please give us viewer mail.
Yeah, no, please do. Viewer mail is a lot of fun. We love doing it. We love researching it. Because I think so far for viewer mail, we've had funny street names, Pornhub achievements, the stories, and also the suggestion for the over the top intro. Right? Okay. So now we're on to Ben's slide.
Now, let's talk about Disney Plus, Oliver. Before we do anything, I have a segue, all right? Let's talk about Disney Plus, all right? So, Oliver, what's your opinion of Disney Plus in general?
It's pretty mad. It's got Marvel, that's cool. Star Wars, whatever. Like most of the stuff most of the classics people already own in some format or have family that own it. So yeah, there's not really much point. Also, a lot of it's just very long forgotten live action stuff as well. I mean, Holes is on Disney Plus. I mean, Holes is a good film, but it's on there. Is my point.
With Shia LaBeouf.
It's a good film. It's actually a good film. It has all seasons of the Clone Wars, including the final season that came out I guess last year, which is that's something. That's interesting. That's something right there.
Now it also has some good originals.
Does it?
I think The Mandalorian was an original, and people
love
that
true.
show.
I watched that. I watched that not on Disney Plus. I'm not gonna say where I watched it, but it was on Disney Plus. But yeah, it was good. It was good. But I don't know. It's a bit crash grabby almost. I don't really know. Now here's something interesting there. Right? It's like a lot. So they do not have all Marvel content on there. They're actually missing some Marvel stuff.
Oh my goodness.
They're missing.
I mean,
I think it's like So for some reason a few years ago they signed a 4-show deal with Netflix. Netflix owns the rights to that, not Disney. And that's why Jessica Jones is a Netflix thing. I don't think that's on Disney Plus. Luke Cage, Iron Fist, Defenders, whatever that was called. Yeah, which is pretty stupid.
Okay, it makes sense. Yeah, but it does make sense though.
Yeah, it's like, but for like Jessica Jones, I think was definitely some of the best. I think, at least in my opinion, right, including Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., Jessica Jones was probably the best Marvel show that was out there. Whether it be...
Well, we can talk about Marvel forever.
Yeah.
But that's not what we're here to do.
Yeah, sure.
So Marvel's good. We can talk about that later. But
yeah.
The big deal is Hamilton.
Yeah.
So we all know that Hamilton has been released on...
Disney Plus.
On Disney Plus, right? It's like a live show taped thing of a TV show, right?
It's not actually... No,
that just got me thinking.
It's a Broadway show taped in 3 different parts.
Oh, I mean, honestly, I think that's kind of good, and I hope that we do that more.
It is.
That they have tapings of Broadway shows that are that good that they just lie on and rest on for years and years.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
They just don't.
Also, I mean,
it really sucks.
Eventually there's going to be some sort of Broadway-only streaming platform. Eventually, I think at this point, it's going to happen. I mean, there is a DVD, like, there is an official out there somewhere, a Broadway Idiot DVD that's owned by Billy Joe Armstrong, and he's the only person who has a copy of that. But yeah.
Why doesn't he should, I think Billy Joe Armstrong should release it.
He said he's planning on it, he said, when there's nothing else to release in the future. Although, since he stopped doing No Fun Mondays covers, I've got a feeling that Green is actually working on something again, which is nice. Anyway, yeah, but so Hamilton's on Disney Plus as well, which is just not, yeah. It's okay.
So
I prefer this. I prefer watching. Honestly, I prefer the soundtrack to the actual film of the musical itself. The soundtrack is good though. I'll enjoy that.
the soundtrack is almost exactly like the show. It's the same thing.
Yeah, no, but I mean, it's like, it's like honestly, it's like
dancing.
I prefer to listen to the soundtrack than whether I watch the visual. I don't really know. But anyway, also In the Heights, the other main play by Lin-Manuel Miranda,
So
right?
much better.
It's getting a movie treatment sometime in the near future, apparently.
I fucking loved In the Heights. That's actually what had me. You remember when we went
Yeah.
and saw it?
Yeah.
That's how I chose my school.
I've seen two performances. I've seen your school, which is the second best performance, but I've also seen San Jose State University did it, and it was incredible.
I actually know the guys that played in the Heights.
I'm sure you do, yeah. I mean, to be fair, you went to that school,
It was,
so I'm sure.
actually really cool.
Yeah.
But anyways, let's talk about Hamilton.
Yeah.
So, in terms of like Lin-Manuel Miranda's work,
Yeah.
particularly compared to In the Heights, I liked In the Heights.
What else has he done? I don't know. I actually don't know what else he's done apart from those two.
I don't think he's done anything else of
No.
play importance, but I know he's done the soundtrack to Moana, which was awesome.
That's true.
It's not like Lin-Manuel Miranda's not talented.
No,
But
yeah.
I just think that Hamilton in general, I don't want to say it's bad. I want to say it's
too showy almost.
overrated.
Yeah,
overrated.
Overrated, definitely. Yeah, like also it came out in, what was it, 2015, right? It's been out for a while. 'Cause I remember
2015.
I remember hearing that at summer camp for years. I've not been to summer camp since 2017, so it must have been. Yeah, it's been out for a while.
There's a theory out there that states that everyone only thinks that Hamilton is good because it was so hard to get tickets, and much like a piece of wine, like a glass of fine, expensive wine.
Pretty much,
people think
yeah.
it has more value because it's less.
In the end, it's still alcohol.
That was exactly.
Yeah.
And it tastes the same.
Okay, look, it is still a good show. We're not denying that, but it's overhyped and a bit overblown, definitely.
And when you really want to get down to it, it's kind of boring.
Yeah, a bit.
I mean, and the way it portrays these historical figures, honestly, it's okay. Have you ever watched the musical 1776?
No.
It is.
I'm not really a big musical guy.
Almost exactly like Hamilton. So it's almost exactly like Hamilton, but just like about John Adams. It's why John Adams wasn't pictured there, because Hamilton was set in the universe of 1776, and all the stuff that happened in that movie happened in the because 1776 was about the Constitutional Convention.
Yes.
Remember that movie that we made about the Constitutional Convention?
Yeah.
Now that is what Hamilton should have been.
Yeah.
That is what Lin-Manuel Miranda should have done.
Yeah. Also, the question is like this. Like the question is,
document.
the question is like Lin-Manuel Miranda, right? Where does he go from? Where does he go from here? Like from kind of like what's next? You know what I mean?
I've also read a lot of critiques of this story. That's like, by casting George Washington and Thomas Jefferson as black people, you're kind of erasing the fact that these guys are colonizers and slaves, and that Thomas Jefferson had an explicitly sexual relationship with a 14-year-old girl who was his slave.
Yeah.
And it kind of treats that very blasé. So
yeah, it does kind of.
Yeah.
I don't really know. It's a bit. Yeah, it's. I mean, like. In most cases, if a character's race has changed from white to black, most people don't really normally care. The other way around is like if somebody say if there was a play where Martin Luther King Jr. is white, that would be very offensive. But in this case, it's kind of just done to say like, oh look, we can do this. Yeah. It's kind of like
it's true.
It's also like
but like when you're talking about fictional characters,
yeah.
Right? I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
And I don't think anybody else should give a fuck.
No, but like,
But if you're talking about
yeah,
like historical figures,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
especially if they committed atrocities, you don't really want to say, "Oh, well, everyone's guilty of that."
Yeah, no.
It's not really
That's kind of a but like also like it's kind of like how like now we're seeing a lot more like gender bender or gender swap and like a lot of different things, whether it's in they do a lot of superhero stuff as well. Like I don't really mind that. Like in Ender's Game, they made Major Anderson into a woman. I don't really mind that. I minded pretty much everything else about Ender's Game. That movie was trash, but not that. Anyway, let's move on from that. But yes, but seriously, the Hamilton, it's a good play. It is definitely very overrated, though. I'll say that much.
I just want to say one last thing about Hamilton.
Sure, go ahead.
Even though we're critiquing Hamilton, I'm just adding on to what you said. Even though we're critiquing Hamilton, it's not to say that you can't enjoy it or that it's not like a good play. In a I would say,
for fuck's sake, it's our opinion. It's our opinion, not
obsessed with it.
It's our opinion.
And even then, if you're obsessed with it, maybe rethink that. But like, you don't have to, and you can still enjoy media that has problematic attitudes. Like, it's not that you can't enjoy it. You just need to be able to critically examine the bias and the stuff that's
exactly. Yeah.
Let's move on to Oliver. You want to take over? Let's go.
Hello and welcome to the MLB Report. Now, this is a brand new segment. So we have talked about baseball on the show a few times in the past, but now we're doing a weekly segment on it. It's going to be probably about 5 minutes long. And so, once the season starts in mid-July, I'm going to be discussing who's leading the league, who's leading their own division, that type of stuff. But right now, we're going to be talking about what players are known to have COVID. Now, MLB is keeping this as under wraps as possible. For instance, a player must publicly, a player actually has to agree to let the media know this. So there have been quite a few confirmed cases of some staff stuff going on, but not every single player has given their permission for the public to know about it. But here's the ones that we do know for sure that have been given permission for the players for the public to know about it. So we have Freddie Freeman of the Braves, Will Smith, also the Braves, Pete Kozma, also the Braves, Charlie Blackmon of the Rockies, Miguel Sano of the Twins, DJ LeMahieu of the Yankees, and Tommy Pham of the Padres, and Joey Gallo of the Rangers. Those are there are a couple more that have COVID confirmed. I just chose the ones that most people, I guess that more people will know, even if you're not that familiar with baseball.
So baseball is a COVID problem, huh?
I mean, everyone here has been successfully isolated, and also all of them are asymptomatic as well. So yeah, but pretty much none of the staff. So it's not that bad. And yes, the season is still scheduled to start on time. Other big news is that Mike Trout, perennial all-star, multi-time all-star for the Angels. Pretty much the only good things the Angels have had over the last, the Angels are pretty much shit except for Mike Trout. He might not play because to be fair, he has a pregnant wife at home. He doesn't want to risk giving a baby COVID. So there's that. That's honestly,
looking, isn't it something like $100 million for 5 years of playing?
Yeah. But here's the thing, honestly.
So he can just choose not to play.
Yeah. But here's the thing, honestly, but again, it would be for a reduced, if any salary pay that year. He would not be getting paid his full salary for that year though. But also, if he decides not to play, given the circumstances with his home life, the fact he's got a pregnant wife and he doesn't want to give a baby COVID, I support that decision. If he does make the decision, he's not quite sure. However, there are a few players who have actually opted out of this shortened season. Those players include Ryan Zimmerman of the Nationals, David Price from the Dodgers, Felix Hernandez from the Braves, and Nick Markakis, also of the Braves. Now, as far as I know, these players will be given non-full salaries if they opt out, or if they have coronavirus and can't play. But also, if they don't play, it's not going to count as a year on the contract, right? So let's say someone had a contract that's due to expire at the end of 2022, it would expire in 2023 now because they didn't play. So it's pretty much acting like a non-year. It's kind of weird. Apart from that, we actually do have some rather sad news. Former Phillies pitcher died in a plane crash last week. That's actually pretty sad.
That sucks.
The Phillies seem to have a very weird history of plane crashes. A few years ago, Roy Halladay, all-star, pretty much Hall of Fame pitcher, well-known, well-loved pitcher, also for the Phillies, also died in a plane crash. But Roy Halladay, yeah. But so yeah, it's a bit of a dark segment this week. Again, it's a bit all over the place this week because we've not quite figured this out. And also, as before, my mind process is kind of dulled because of all the drugs I'm on right now to medicate the pain from my foot.
My mind is blank.
Yeah, pretty much that 8th grade reference Ben just made. But anyway, once the season does start, we're going to be talking mostly about like what team is leading their division and the league. Of course, some Giants updates, stuff like that. Anyway,
Oliver?
Yep. But again, just if you guys missed it, if you guys missed it, the season's going to start in mid-July with 2 games on July 3rd. One of those 2 games being Giants-Dodgers I think at Dodger Stadium. So cool. Also, apparently in Japan, Japanese baseball, they're now going to start letting fans back into the stadiums. We're not doing that here in America.
I thought they had robots.
Nope. Here in America, we're not doing that. Again, that's just what I've heard. It might not be accurate, but again, like America, no fans on site, and a bunch of other rules. I think next time next time I'll read out. Sorry. Next time I will read out any new names of COVID players who've been confirmed with COVID. Sorry, players who've been confirmed with COVID, and also, then. I think it's like once we actually start. Once we actually start, I'll be moving on to other stuff. So anyway, that's the very confusing baseball thing for this week. I'll try to smooth it out in the future.
I'm actually going to get into baseball for this.
Yeah. All right. So yeah. Okay. Anyway, let's get moving on to what we have next, which is we have a Patreon.
Now let's do the once every podcast stilted fucking advertisement. All right.
The non-advertisement. We don't. Yeah.
Sorry, not an advertisement. A warning. Don't subscribe to our Patreon.
Do not.
Every time we need to tell you this. Stop. Subscribe. Oliver, how many subscribers do we have?
0. We got a grand total of 0.
That's still too many. We need to have negative subscribers. I need you to take money away from us. Do not trust us with your cash.
Hack our 0 account balances. Somehow give us negative money. Yeah.
The Patreon will be in the description, and if you want to donate, please don't. You can subscribe to the tier where Oliver sends you a picture of nothing, and remember it's per post, so Oliver can post as many as he wants, as many posts as he wants, and take as
that tier is $500 per upload. By the way, $500 per upload.
Please do not subscribe to the Patreon. We made this as a joke, and it stayed.
We do not want your fucking money. Stop it. However, if you do,
the money that you give to us will not be for the podcast.
No, if we do, it will go into video game funds it will go into our video game fund and other such shit.
And also my money laundering operation.
Yeah, okay, sure that too, now, Ben. That too.
I've committed numerous war crimes in Serbia. That was a joke. Anyways, so the Instagram story poll.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So. Before we talk about the Instagram story poll, let's talk about our Instagram. So, actually, Wasted Time Podcast now has an Instagram account.
That's true, we do.
If you want to follow,
check the description links. As always, I'll be adding that one to the Instagram section of our description links, along with Ben's Renbro's account and my as well as my account as well. So yeah, again, the new Wasted Time Podcast account. What you'll find there will be stuff like short stuff that's too short for YouTube, too short for the Patreon. Rough drafts of new segment intros. That type of stuff. All the good stuff that you want. It's pretty much just like bonus content, as well as I'll be doing some exclusive polls and stories over there. However, if you guys follow our main accounts, I'm still gonna be doing advertisement for the podcast itself in our poll. So yeah.
Yeah, obviously.
Anyway.
And I might even put Wasted Time Podcast in my bio. So let's also talk about some new platforms that we're thinking of expanding to. So as we all know, SoundCloud is a little bitch, and they're not going to let us put our podcast.
Yeah, fuck you, SoundCloud.
And they don't like small content creators. They need us to pay. And nobody was even listening to the SoundCloud podcast anyway, so it didn't really matter. But
that's true. We got like one per. Yeah, that's true. We got yeah.
We're thinking of putting it on Spotify and maybe Apple Podcasts. And we would like to... So the Instagram story poll, I believe, Oliver, was, would you like to see Waste of Time on Spotify or Apple, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so essentially what we need to do in order to set this off, it's very technical. We need to create a feed of our audio, and then we need to upload that feed to Spotify and or Apple. And we have decided... and we have decided to do that or not. I don't know. I don't know what we've decided.
I said yes. We have. We've decided yes. We're going to do that.
Okay, yeah, we've decided that we're going to pay $9.99 a month. Sorry, don't submit to our Patreon. We're not going to use that for that. And then we're going to upload that to Spotify, and we're going to upload that to iTunes. And so you might be able to.
By the way, Ben, I need to create a Spotify account for this, right?
Yeah, you need to create a Spotify.
Then also,
yeah, you need to create.
By the way, heads up, I actually use my mom's Apple ID account on my phone, so it's going to be uploaded to that as well. That'll be interesting. That'll be very interesting. Anyway, look out at some point in the future for possibly uploads to SoundCloud and Apple. Sorry, Spotify and Apple. All right.
Okay.
So
and that is how you do advertisement.
Time
Check that out.
for the
We'll
news.
put that in the description if we do it.
Ben, it's now time for the news.
Okay, well, Weekly Fuck 12, let's go!
Hey guys, it's me, your host, Oliver Giles. So, quick story here. About a week ago, I erased all the files from my phone just to free up some space, right? You know, photos, videos, that kind of stuff. And I made sure before I did that to back up all the podcast intro stuff, like the intro to the podcast and the intro to every single segment. Turns out that I forgot to back up the Weekly Fuck 12 segment intro, so we don't have that right now. So for this week, just enjoy my, I guess, recreation of an already dead meme.
So this week in the news, what a wonderful news. There was this man in Aurora, Colorado. His name was Elijah McClain. Say his name. He was murdered by the police because he had a ski mask on because it was cold. And they injected him with a fatal dose of ketamine and killed him on the scene. And so he liked to play violin. And essentially people protested his death by holding a violin vigil. And the police came in. And I don't know if you can find this on Twitter. But they went in. And they swung their batons, destroyed some of the violins, and broke up his vigil. They were just playing violin, and they went in and just fucking beat him up. So, great police work. Also, I put a tweet right here. It says, I think this is in San Antonio, Texas. A police officer sexually assaulted a woman during a routine traffic stop. It was caught on tape. Apparently, he had been stalking her for years, and uses his police job to try to find her places. So, you know, maybe he shouldn't be a cop. Just saying.
Yeah.
Just you are the shittier form of a
And
shitty
what happened
cop.
to the cop, Ben?
Nothing.
Yep,
Nothing.
exactly.
Nothing happened.
Yep.
Yeah, no accountability. They don't even know who he covered his badge number, so they don't fucking know who he is. It's wonderful.
And even if they did know who it was, no one would give a shit because it's a cop and they get away with everything pretty much. So, yeah.
Exactly, and the police need to be held accountable for their actions. Defund the police. But let's talk about something a little more fun. So my home city of San Francisco, California, can I get a whoop whoop in the chat, has been we've dealt with a lot of Karens. We have to deal with a lot of Karens, right? Oliver, you've had some personal experience with some Karens outside of the library, right?
Yes, I have.
Calling you El Chapo and shit.
Yep.
At a young age, Oliver was called El Chapo for doing spit takes on
soda. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, so there are a lot of Karens in San Francisco.
Very stupid.
And my home district, the representative from my home district, created a new law that says that if you call the police with a false racially based crime, you yourself can be fined up to $1,000, and you know they called it the Karen Act. And
are you serious?
They called it the Karen Act, but it was
yes.
C, not a K.
Oh.
And Twitter, half of Twitter was like, "This is so awesome," and the other half of Twitter was just like, "Oh my God, it's a slur. You're slurring against white women that are giving themselves agency."
No.
And it's like, no, we're not. We're slurring against. It's not even a slur. We're having a name for white women that decide to weaponize their whiteness to hurt black people.
Yeah, exactly.
People of color. Like, are you? Honestly, anyone who thinks Karen is a slur is probably a Karen themselves. No, I'm not gonna lie. Also, if you go to r/public freakout, the whole page is just fucking Karens. It's
oh no.
Wonderful. It's so wonderful. I watched it before I started the podcast, so I was doing.
Ben, send me Ben. If you link, I'll put the link in the description if you send it to me.
Okay, the Karen Act or the public freakout one?
Both. But like not right now. So send it to me later.
And now, for our last slide of the second to last slide of the day. Go ahead.
My slide is empty, isn't it?
Start us off.
I don't have time to actually do the slide, so. Okay, so music. Green Day, fun. What else have I been listening to? Power Rock plays like always. I honestly cannot remember. These last few days all seem like one big day. It's very confusing to me. But yeah, it's just a lot of rock music, that kind of stuff. Actually, let me see. If I go to music on my iPad, I can actually check what I've been listening to. So I have been listening to just like things are down. So yeah, of course, like so yeah, fun, Paramore, Green Day, freaking Marilyn Manson's on here now. Red Hot Chili Peppers. Bad Religion, Bowling for Soup, Isocracy, Operation Ivy, that type of stuff. You know, rock, Radiohead, Sid Matters, Billy Joe Armstrong.
What's your favorite Radiohead album?
I don't know. I listen to the Radiohead radio station as a background music when I'm doing other stuff. And a bunch of other stuff. Anyway, that's all I got for music. Ben, what do you got for music?
Recently, I've been listening to a lot of parody songs, such as "Doing Your Mom" by Your Favorite Martian, starring Ray William Johnson, and also
what's that a parody of?
From 2000, I think it was 2005. What?
What's that a parody of?
It's not a parody, is it?
You said parody songs. That's why I asked.
Oh fuck! I meant comedy songs. I can't tell the difference. It's not a parody because parodies have to be good. And there's also a great song by Mr. Safety out there. It's called "Make Poop."
Make Poop.
I will sing one line from it. All the girlies do it like. Maybe not that one. Maybe not that specific line.
It is funny though. It is very funny.
It is quite funny. It's not even like racially based humor as much as it is shit, which is shit is always funny, right? It's always funny.
Hey, shit is shit, and shit is funny.
I haven't heard enough songs about people making poop, so
that's a misquotation, Ben. You're not doing it right. Anyway, Ben, what else are you listening to?
I've also listened to. Hold on, I'm gonna just pull up my Spotify player. Before this, I was listening to the Cupid Shuffle.
You were singing that when you started the call.
Cupid. I also listen to the Beatles as always because I'm a basic bitch like that. Green Day. Oh, Green Day. Definitely Green Day.
Yeah.
I've been listening to their new fucking what's it called? Not their new. I've fallen back in love with Warning, Oliver. I'm sorry, I did it.
Nice.
Deadbeat Holiday. Ooh, that's great. What a great song.
Anyway. What else?
Also been listening to K-pop. Twice. The boys. The Strokes, Simple Plan, and we failed to mention this in the news. Kanye West. Kanye West is running for president.
Is he actually?
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck.
He's running for president under the birthday party. He's running for president under the birthday party because he says when he wins, it's going to be everybody's birthday.
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I think you were really spun out on painkillers for you really to care. But Okay.
That's stupid. That's just stupid, right?
Yeah, I mean, I might vote for. I'm kidding.
Do
kidding.
not vote for Kanye West. You vote for
Okay,
Berman
we're chill.
Supreme instead, all right? This is a much better, much more qualified candidate.
I really like his platform.
Kanye West is a gay fish. It's a fact.
I thought Randall Terry was turning gay or something.
No, from the South Park episode. From South Park, from South Park, where Kanye West is a gay fish from South Park.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Okay, now let's talk about games.
All right, games for me: Far Cry 4. Far Cry 4, Far Cry 5, Forza Horizon 4, Injustice 2, which I've actually, I was actually not finished. So Injustice 2 is still downloading, but I can still play player versus, like, character versus character combat, which is what I'm doing right now. So yes, that as well as Outer Worlds. I finished the Outer Worlds this week. Well, sorry, I finished one of like the 30 endings that game has. Although, just make a save file before the final level, because like once you go into the final level, you cannot get out again. Like once you finish the game, you take it back to the main screen. That's it. That's what you get.
So for my games, it's been Animal Crossing New Horizons, because obviously that's what I'm playing right now. As in every single podcast in the background, Oliver and I are both playing games and talking to each other. It takes a lot of dedication. Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild, and maybe the new Kirby. I don't know what it's called, but I know I'm going to be playing it. So.
Are they still making those games, Kirby games?
Yeah, they are making Kirby.
I thought they died out, kind of.
No, Kirby Planet Robobot was a thing on the 3DS. And a lot of people bought it, so they're making a new one where you can like switch characters with other people. It's kind of weird, but I like it because I like Kirby games. Because I'm a last game I played was probably Epic Yarn on the Wii. That was the real shit right there. Planet Robobot was fucking awesome. I love that show. Not show, whatever. Okay, cool.
Have you seen the Kirby show?
I mean, TV. No, I haven't.
Really, you not watched it?
Bad?
It's funny.
No, I haven't. So, let's talk about shows. TV, Oliver, go ahead. Start us off.
The Flash, Legends of Tomorrow, Arrow. What else have I been watching this week? Fuckity. I don't know. Something else stupid. Superstore. Superstore is always funny. So that's always good. Superstore. I feel like I finished Death in Paradise Season 9. What else have I been watching, though? I can't really think. I don't know.
Well, I mean, it's enough to tell.
Oh yeah,
Titans.
Titans. I also finished Season 1 of Doom Patrol and started Season 2, and as well as Titans. There we go. That's what I'm thinking of. All right, that's it. Ben, moving on to you.
Okay. I've been watching Community, a story about a study group in a community. It's so good. It's like funny. It's also clever. It's witty. I enjoy it. You should all watch it. You can find it on Netflix. At least the first 4 seasons. I don't know about the 5th season. I'm watching it now. It's not that good. Or maybe it's just different. I don't know. I've also been watching. So I'm in a UC Irvine Discord server, and we like to watch, movies and TV shows that I've never watched before. And one of them was a Korean drama called Save Me. It was really fucking good. Like, it was so good. Like, Oliver, I think you would love it. It's called Save Me. I don't actually know where you can find it because somebody else played it for us. It was on like a bootleg site where you bootleg Korean dramas. But it was, I think it might also be on Netflix, but it's subtitled and it's really good. It's not like, it's literally like an American drama, but it's just like in Korean. So I like it.
All right.
And also, today I started watching Warrior Nun, which is like very Catholic. It's because somebody else on the server was watching it, so I was like, okay,
I saw something for that.
It's like kind of bad. I don't know how to explain it. It's like corny,
it looks
but
stupid.
Like, it's not as stupid as it looks. Is what I'll say. It's kind of interesting. But it's also really fucking Catholic. So, take from that what you will. Now, what have you been watching for movies, Oliver?
Justice League Dark Apocalypse, which is that's a rated R animated film. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Justice League Dark, it's pretty good.
Boom!
That's the Tick, right? That's not even... Oh yeah, Amazon canceled season 3 of the Tick. They're not renewing it again. That's news.
No.
But yeah, that's about it for movies for me.
So I've been watching this documentary. I think I already told you about this. I rewatched this documentary series about Jeffrey Epstein. Holy shit, that man was a fucking monster. God, asshole. Anyways, I also watched Love, Simon, which is one of the best movies that I've ever fucking seen.
I heard that was good. Yeah.
It's so good. It's about this guy, just like closeted. He's a closeted gay man.
Yeah.
He's living through his life as a high school student, closeted, and it's like, it's so fucking great. Like, it's one of the best movies I've ever watched. Like, it's not corny high school shit as much as it is like a great.
I remember wanting to see that when it came out on streaming a few years ago, but I never got around to it. I know it's supposed to be a very good film.
I found it on Xfinity DVD, so take from that what you will. All right, so last week I did the intro, but Oliver didn't fill in the intro this week, so
You mean the outro?
The outro. So,
all right, so pretty much anything you'd use as a death note after falling 42069 feet from a plane over occupied. What is this?
Eritrean.
Ben, you want to read? I can't
here.
read this. My mind is too fucked up right now on drugs to read this.
We're always looking for viewer mail, and we always want you to send us some. So pretty much anything that you normally use as a death note after falling 42069 feet from a plane over occupied Eritrean territory, send to Jenkins123Jenkins123@gmail.com. That's right, Jenkins123Jenkins123@gmail.com.
Email in the
Make sure
description.
to copy that tag and send us in. Email us, please. Like, every single viewer should email us with, like, you could just say the word sex. Like, you could say that, and we would totally be fine with it.
Okay, guys, here's an idea. Email me what you think means. All right, see you all in the next episode. Good night.
Hellcat.